I'm gonna show you how to make a balloon animal circle. This is the most basic form that you could make with one of these to hold your sculpture in place so that doesn't roll away, because the major body of the sculpture is going to be made on a beach ball. So it's a circle, it's a ball, so it'll roll away, but if you set the ball in some kind of base like this, for instance, and then paper mache over all of them together, your sculpture won't roll away on you. It'll stand by itself, which is what we want. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. You don't have to do this shape, but your sculpture cannot roll away. So you got to figure out some other thing to make with one of these that keeps that from happening. And so we've got these nifty little pumps here. So you just open up your balloon's end and put it over the pump, and then hold it on so it doesn't blow off. And these guys have the holes in the bottom, so don't hold it against your chest while you're doing this, because you block the air going in. Okay, so they get really long. Longer the better, because you don't want your circle to be too small and not fit. But you do want there to be enough room at the end here so that you can tie a knot easily. So make sure that you leave that room there for yourself. And if there isn't any, just squish the air further down. Okay, so I left lots of room. I'm gonna make my little knot so that my ear stops coming out. And then like that. And then we also want a little bit of room on the end here, so that basically I'm gonna do a blob on one end and a blob on the other end, and then I'm gonna put the two blobs together. So to make a blob, you just take about 3 fingers width down from the end, make 3 circles, or 3 twists, I mean. And then basically you're going to want to bring your knot down to this juncture. And these guys are way tougher than you think, so don't be shy. Make them meet and then twist them together. And then there's like a little opening that stays in there, so you just want to like basically make a knot there, so that it will never ever come out. So basically that's the logic of the balloon animals, twisting it and knotting it so that it doesn't come undone. So then you just do another one on the end here, twist, twist, take the end. This one should have a little twist to it because it doesn't have a knot on it. And then you make it meet in the juncture, twist it around. And then for this one, I'm just going to go through the center here. You know, and then you can test it. If it doesn't come apart, then you're good to go. Because you're basically going to reinforce it again when you put these guys together. So these ones aren't great. This one will help for that. So yeah, you just like put them together. And twist them forever and ever, so they're like super tight and there's no way that they can come out. So this is a giant circle. Maybe it's too big. This one, maybe, actually I think this one might be perfect. This one is kind of giant, but I have to say, if I put a beach ball in the center of this and set it on a table, it's not going anywhere. So just, you know, decide what you want. I have 200 balloons, so if you screw up, you can just make another one, and you'll know what not to do the next time. Maybe this is the answer. Anyway, that's it. That wasn't it. I forgot. So I should just show you. I paper machéed a weird balloon animal shape that I made earlier today. So you can see it's only one layer of paper, so it's still pretty like delicate, but if your air came out of your balloon, we're in pretty good shape. So basically, at this point, I would want to do at least 2 more layers, maybe even 3, so that it's like really, really strong. And then if the air starts coming out naturally from the balloon, you'll be good. At this point, because there's only one layer, if the air started coming out, it might suck the paper in. So that's why we want to do as many layers as possible for those first rounds, so that if the air comes out, you're not like trying to fix it. So this is basically it, and it's already pretty strong on 1 layer of paper. And actually, this would be a great holder for a sculpture. So you could just put your beach ball shape on top of this and combine them together with some paper mache, and it's solid.